Hey guys, Harv here in the Kerbal space program, and today we're going to do a little bit of live casting, live commentating, because I feel quite relaxed, you know, I'm in a good mood. So, what shall we do today? How about we improve our Moonlander design? That seems like a good idea. I would say improve, really I already know exactly how I'm going to do this, but it's nice just to pretend that I don't for a few minutes. So, I think we're going to keep this stage almost exactly the same. You'll notice I've removed SAS to reduce weight, and in fact we're not actually going to have SAS in this entire ship, seeing as 0.8 kilograms is actually a fair big deal. Is it kilograms? Is it in kilograms? I'm not sure. It doesn't actually say, does it? 0.8, that is 0.8 in arbitrary units. So it's a big deal when compared to the mass of other things, and we're also going to use only 3 landing legs, because who needs more? And we have got ghosts haunting our VAB. Come back here, there we go, and some 3 landing legs. Okay, and you know what, how much do these decouplers weigh again? Decouplers, 0.05, oh gosh, that's way too heavy. Come on, let's get rid of that. There we go. And let's instead put it down here. That is our landing and return stage, and possibly a lot more. Hint, 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 hint. Okay, we have our tri-coupler, because we're going for the standard stage that we all know and love, that I use way too much. It really is quite good. 6 fuel tanks, that is 3 stacks of 2 with a vectoring engine each. Pretty nice stage. I do like this. This is extended back to demo times, me using this design actually. And I'm not about to stop now. And yes, we have our struts there. Should we use the struts? 0.05. They actually weigh a surprising amount. One strut weighs the same as an entire decoupler. It may seem a bit off, but something to consider certainly. Okay, now this would be the super massive, uber massive big, I can't think of words. This would be the big stage underneath us, but you notice I'm moving it down because we are simply going to put 3 turbojet engines underneath here, and they have no fuel apparently. No, that's not actually true, they do have fuel, it just comes from these tanks. Now luckily it turns out decouplers can actually flow fuel. Fuel can go into this decoupler from these tanks, and it can be transported into these turbojet engines, and that, if I'm correct, is actually enough to take us to a moon, land on a moon, and return from a moon safely. Isn't that joyous to look at? Indeed it is. Let's put some launch stability enhancers on here because I feel like it. There we go. I'm actually going to have to time that correctly because this does not have enough thrust on paper to actually lift off the ground. No, it does. It does actually. That was a stupid thing to say, Harvey. It does have enough thrust. It's just because the engines, they take a while to spool up to speed. So we are going to initiate those 3 engines, and then why not put these stages down? We might as well, and actually replace that with the launch lamps. Where are they? They are here. All 4 of them. It's odd. What is number 4? Who cares? Oh no, it's the tri-coupler. Huh. That's weird. Okay. So we're going to start the engines and then release the launch clamps, and then we're going to get up some serious altitude, basically free fuel cost, because that's what air-breathing engines do. Then we're going to decouple and start some vectoring engines, and then we are going to decouple and do basically the rest on our main orbital engine, and that parachute needs to be in a different stage. Let's call this Minimalistic Moon. Minimalistic Moon. It's a nice alliteration there. We're going to take it to the moon, because the moon's the easiest moon to get to. I've said moon enough, I want to stop saying it now. How about mun? I can say that instead. It is called the mun. Mun Minmus Moon. Full of M's, this game is full of M's. And it's actually night time, so we're going to hopefully fix that by warping around to a correct point. Now what's that? Moonlander Mark 5. Ah, that's the test pilot we did, isn't it? Yes, test pilot will probably follow this video if I don't think of something else to do. Let's warp round till we are... Okay, we've just missed it, that's fine. Let's warp round again. And that is probably going to work, isn't it? Yeah, let's go from there, we might as well. Okay. Yes, it is daytime. I do like launching during the day. I think that launching during the night is just kind of weird. I mean, launch windows are really, really important in the real world, but this is the Kerbal space program. No one cares. No one actually cares about launch windows. Let's give ourselves a thumbnail, eh? There we go. Is that a nice thumbnail? Oh, we actually should probably hide this mouse cursor now. There we go, nice and hidden. Is that a good thumbnail? I don't know. Let's launch. We have full thingamajobbies on, and etc. And blast off. That is engines on. And 3, 2, 1, blast off. Yeah, there we go. Swift pull away, that is. Very nice. Now I actually need to control this, so I can't let it stay in this thumbnail mode for too long. See, this is what lack of SAS does. Really, really screws you over. Okay, I've just got to keep that ship pointing directly upwards for a while now. So what can we talk about? I'm applying for a partnership. That's something to talk about. This is going to be a live commentary video, so if you're here for gameplay, then sure, stick around, you'll definitely see some gameplay, but you might want to mute it if you don't like listening to my ranting. It's not really ranting, it's just kind of blabbing. I do blab. That's how I've managed to keep talking consistently for the entirety of the video, or at least hopefully, that is my goal. Having massive gaps in commentating can be quite awkward, because you kind of sit there and the guy's like, or the woman, I'm not being sexist. Why would that be sexist? It's what's the word for it? I don't even know. I'll find out and come back to you on the word. But if you just sit there and they just don't say anything, you're kind of like, is my volume on? Wait, let me turn up the volume. And you turn up the volume, and then they say something, and it's, my ears! Ow, God, that hurt. Yeah. Did I go a bit American then? I don't know. What was I saying originally? This is the problem with doing live commentating. You forget what points you were going on about. Ooh, those engines have stopped heating up, that's nice. And we have reached the maximum velocity, so let's give it a bit of time. Let's go down to, say, 180 miles per hour, or meters per second, until fire! Massive engines, as someone subscribes, that's nice. We need to start tilting over, because these engines have a lot of thrust. They have a lot of thrust. I was saying something, wasn't I? Yes, I'm applying for a partnership. The big deal that I kind of just forgot about, which you may have noticed by the thumbnails that this video has, and the fact that earlier on today earlier on in the video we were actually talking about said thumbnails. So yeah, partnership, and I'm actually partnering with Social Blade, the network Social Blade. Well, the network's actually RPM, I think that is the name of the network, but it's you know, it's through Social Blade and stuff like that. Because I'm going to be making money out of you guys. Mwahahaha. Yeah. Let's cut to that. What's our altitude? 90. I can deal with 90. Yes. I would like to start earning revenue on the videos. So basically I am... there are going to be adverts running on the videos, if you don't mind. There is the moon. Let us burn for moon. Burn for the moon. So basically, all that is really going to affect you is that you'll have potentially higher quality content, because I'll actually have money to buy a decent computer in the future. Not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, but there'll be that, as the cars go by outside, which is kind of annoying. And there'll be ads on the videos, which is the inconvenience, but you can always use ad blocker if you don't like that, which most of you probably do. We have run out on this stage, so we can detach and carry on with this orbital engine. Yes, there'll be ads, which you can just use ad blocker if you don't like that, and there will be potentially higher quality content. There'll be thumbnails. I'll have one of those epic banner things on my channel, you know, at the top where they have like the title of the channel and widgets, I think they're called, basically links to different things. I might get a website as well. Don't know about that. I did actually have a website. I tried to start a company. Yeah, I did actually. It went by the name of HOCtech. HOCtech. It was originally going to be Hoc Industries, because for ages I was like, yeah, Hoc Industries, it sounds cool, so I'm going to do it. But HOCtech, we sold audio splitters or something. It was we called them audio mixers, I think. Basically, on Windows XP, I had a problem with fraps, and that was that it wouldn't record the sound through my mic at the same time, and it, well, you know, mix that with the sound coming from the computer, the XP sound, which really, really sucked, you know. I think the light side, where's the light side of the moon? Oh, I've just switched over to Moonlander Mark 5. Hello, Apollo. Apollo lander, as someone said. It is a nice lander, isn't it? And it's got no one in there. The crew member has died of asphyxiation, probably. Wait a second. Space Center, tracking station, Minimalistic moon is here. Where is the moon? Okay, the moon's over here, and the light side is actually over here, so we shall switch back to you. And what was I saying? Hoc Industries, HOCtech, that was it. Yeah, the Windows XP, for some reason it wasn't recording my mic sound at the same time as my game audio sound and stuff. So what I did was that I built, well, my dad designed, and I constructed a circuit board which basically manually mixed those two through analog stuff. I like saying stuff, forgive me. And yeah, I was going to sell them. And I was like, there are millions of people on the internet, surely some of them will want this incredible product which I'm going to be selling on eBay. And I don't know, I gave up with it, I suppose. I do have a problem with commitment, I think. Maybe just a little slight bit of a problem. Burning retrograde, I'm going to be landing on the moon. And we are going to land around there. That's perfect, because we really need to be on this retrograde line for reasons I shall explain later. But we still have half of our fuel, so let us commence to landing. But yeah, that business never really worked, and with regards to a website, the website could potentially be on the hoctech.co.uk domain, so watch out for further updates for that. But yeah, warping down, a different thumbnail potentially. I like that. Let's just put that bit more over there. Yeah, very nice. Nice camera angles there. Oh crap, we should actually be burning, shouldn't we? Probably. We're going 660 something ridiculous numbers miles per hour. Meters per second. It's meters per second. Ah, God, such an idiot. I'm actually going to burn more upwards so that this increases over here, which is nice. So if I miss, I have a chance of not actually hitting the ground if I do judge this wrong. So I'm going to warp down. I'm trying to get as far as here as possible, which is really hard. I want to decrease my speed, but not. Okay, there we go. Decreasing my speed somewhat. Okay, just I can't commentate and think at the same time. Are you crazy? That's asking way too much. I'm probably doing this really inefficiently as well, but oh well. There we go. Now I have some room to think. That's what I wanted to do. So warping to, there's actually a crater. There's actually a crater. Right. If I can land in that crater, that would be pretty funny. Just need to go about here. That'll be fine. And now we're burning completely retrograde. No funny business. Or it would be completely retrograde if I could actually aim correctly. There we go. Aiming. Let's talk about aiming, shall we? Let's talk about first-person shooters. Because, well, I was saying partnership and social blade and woohoo, stuff like that. But I'm actually part of a channel. Well, as soon as I sign a contract about it, I will actually be part of the channel. But it's called Infinity Inc Gaming. I've mentioned it in the previous video at some point, but that was actually before I was sure I was even going to be joining them, but I pretty much am. Infinity Inc. Gaming, there is probably an annotation on the screen right now, if I can be bothered to... if annotations work, actually, because YouTube's been having a tantrum recently about annotations, and indeed almost everything else. Their servers must be down or something, I don't know. But Infinity Inc. Gaming, the channel where I'm going to be posting Let's Plays and things, with AimDK, who you may have spotted in the comment section a few times. I did a live stream with them actually a while ago, so if any of you watched that, which you probably didn't because I didn't advertise it on my channel like I should have done, but oh well. Yeah, so there's going to be him. I say going to be, it already is. If you go over there, they're actually Killing Floor videos. We've played Killing Floor. I'll probably be doing some single player videos at some point, but to start with, I wanted to do it because it would be just in his name. Because I wasn't sure I was going to be joining the channel and all this and all that. But, what was I saying? There was something else. I was so close to actually finishing that sentence. Nearly. I nearly made a point. Nearly. I have to keep trying on actually finishing legitimate points. Nearly here. We can open up those landing legs. It's comforting to know that I can play this game even whilst commentating and not thinking remotely about what I'm doing. I'm literally phased out from what's going on, and yet I've managed to successfully get us here. Which is surprising. Bill Kerman is smiling his heart out. I wouldn't blame him. I don't blame him. Why did I say wouldn't? I don't know. This is the hard bit. This is the bit where commentating breaks down, as it does with the rest of the video. Oh, that's going to be a hard landing. There we go. There we go indeed. We have hardly any fuel left, but that's fine. Maybe a fifth of the fuel left. We can always use the EVA pack to continue, you know. There is that. Was I in the middle of a point? God, this must be so annoying to listen to. Why am I posting this? This is just as junk content, surely. No, it's not actually. It's proving the capability of air-breathing engines, I suppose. Can we get potential another thumbnail here? That's all I think about, you probably noticed. Just like, yeah, thumbnails. Yeah. Thumbnails and stuff. There we go, that's a pretty cool thumbnail if I say so myself. I don't know which one I'm going to use now. I've got like 3 potential ones that I could use. I guess we'll see later. The lighter background seems to work well for some reason. It seems more aesthetically pleasing to thy eye. So let us get back in our cockpit and return to Kerbin. Yes, indeed. Bored. Like I am not. I'm not bored, don't worry. I'm not bored. Is that correct? Is that right? Just, yes, that's fine. Okay, the reason. This. Actually, is there a crater? Can we see a crater over there? Can we, yes, there is. I'd like to investigate that at some point. Another video, in a different video. The reason we have landed on this thing is so that we can burn literally straight upwards, and we'll be counteracting the force of the moon, because the moon is rotating. It's what's it called? It's orbiting. That's it. Word. It's orbiting round at 90 degrees, and because we're sitting smack bang on the opposite retrograde side, the opposite side of the moon to the direction that it's going. Let's just play the game, damn it. We can burn straight up and counteract the moon's momentum and thus slow ourselves down in relative to its orbit something. It basically means we can burn straight up, and this should be fairly easy. This is why I landed here, and this is how we are returning home. Now, do we have enough fuel? I think we do. I hope we do, certainly. Oh, Christ. Come on, buddy. Yes! Now, do we burn here or do we burn at Apoapsis? I'm not sure which is more efficient. I think we should probably burn at Apoapsis. Oh, we are out of fuel. Christ. That is not good. That is not good. That is a shame. Okay. Consider our options. We're going to have to be rescued from Kerbin orbit by a different ship. That is what's going to happen. Okay. Unless we can push. Can we get out and push like Scott Manley did? Yeah, let's try that. Okay. By pushing, I mean... Oh, crap. We have to actually do it here, don't we? This is probably the most efficient time to do it. Yeah, okay. By push, I mean get out and thrust against the body of the craft using EVA thrusters. I did say, didn't I? I did say we could resort to it. The reason we can't just go home is because we have no parachute, so we can't literally get out and push. We can't literally just land by ourselves. There's Kerbin. Hey, this is another thumbnail. God, I'm going crazy with these thumbnails, aren't I? Whee, thumbnail and stuff. Anyway, back to the video. Oh, back to the video, I said. God. Keep in cinematic mode for epicosity. If we get directly underneath this, then we should be able to burn straight upwards. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Burn! Burn, 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 burn. And map view. Is it working? Barely. Oh my god. There we are. We are going straight up. Which is pretty good. It just float to the side a little. No! I've lost control. Crap, 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 crap. Come on! Get back underneath that engine. Slave. Come on, my slave. No, and I'm too far backwards. This is depth perception. You know, you can't have depth perception in a goddamn game. Come on. Burning straight upwards. Straight, that is not upwards. That is sideways. Nah, I don't want to do this. I don't even think it's possible. No, probably not. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. Hey, look, it's another thumbnail. I'm such an idiot. Yes, thank you very much for watching the video, etc. Test pilots, Kerbal Space Program Test Pilot series, something I want to talk about quickly. As the capsule floats away, I should probably actually get into the capsule. Or at least Bill should. If I could, then I would not be on Earth right now. I wouldn't even be on Kerbin. Kerbal test pilot videos. If you want to submit a ship into the test pilot, then what you need to do is either send me an email, and that email needs to be sent. The email needs to have the ship as an attachment, and the address to send that to is HOCgaming. So HOCgaming, you know, my channel name, etc. HOCgaming, and that's at live, or live, depending on how you pronounce it, live.co.uk. .co.uk is the UK, you know, domain kind of thingy-majobby. Live.co.uk, that's where you need to send it, and you need to have the ship attached, or alternatively you can put it up for download somewhere. A lot of people seem to be doing Mediafire links, so if you have a Mediafire account or whatever, you can put it up for download, and then you have the choice of either emailing that link to me, or you can send me a personal message with that. Bearing in mind, the queue for Kerbal Space Program Test Pilot is pretty long at the moment. There are 6 ships queued up waiting to be featured on the channel, and seeing as I don't do them consecutively, I always have a different video in between, like this one. That is 12 videos time. You'll have to wait. 12 videos time. I upload a video one every 2 days, so that's about a month. So the waiting is going to be about a month. Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't mind if you hold off on the entries for now, but of course if you want to get your place in the queue, then that is an entirely sensible thing to do. There will be a point where I might actually have to... No, forget what I'm going to say. What I was going to say originally, before I started ranting about months and days and waiting lists, was that my computer is not very good. I'm running Kerbal Space Program in the atmosphere. I barely get, what, 20 FPS? I don't know, something like that. Which isn't very good for recording. And with aircraft submissions to the test pilot, that isn't very good at all. In fact, with aircraft whilst I'm recording, I might get hardly anything. So aircraft might be out for the time being. I don't know, I'm going to have to play about with that. I guess we'll see in one of the coming up test pilot series, because one of the up and coming test pilot ships is actually an aircraft. we shall see about that. But I think I've done enough blabbering, enough talking. If you want to see me doing some more content similar to how I'm commentating this, that would be known as a Let's Play video. And you can see videos of Let's Plays made by me on the Infinity Inc. Gaming channel, for which there's an annotation on the screen right now. If you want to watch one of my other videos, there's probably an annotation on the screen for that. There's billions of annotations. Probably isn't, because I won't be bothered, but yes. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked the video, then you can indeed like the video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.